Live look right now across the Intercoastal at Mar-a-Lago Transition Headquarters. Not only are cabinet members, administration officials being named, interviewed, and debated, but so too are potential policies of the incoming Trump administration. Tonight, Reuters is reporting the Trump team is planning to get rid of the tax credit for electric vehicles. Now, that credit is up to $7,500 and could go when the tax code is likely to be rewritten in 2025. Out on the campaign trail, then candidate Trump made it known that he has some serious reservations about EVs.
I will cancel Kamala's insane electric vehicle mandate. And I will make interest on car loans fully tax deductible.
Now, Wall Street reacted with a different kind of red, I guess you could say today. Tesla down more than 5% on the news. Rivian, the electric vehicle maker, as well, down 14% today. Joining me now is the congressman from the state of North Carolina, Greg Murphy. He is a key Republican on the House Ways and Means Committee, which will be the group that is tasked with rewriting the tax code. Hello, Congressman. Thank you for being here.
Nice to see you.
Appreciate it. So the news coming, or at least being reported by Reuters, that this tax credit is going to go. Your group is going to be the one writing the tax code. Get rid of it?
I think so, because if you look at Blake, the whole idea, I think, of the Biden administration for EVs was to cut emissions. Great. But you don't have to make the wealthy are the ones the benefactors for this. If you look at, you dissect where the tax credit went, it went to primarily folks who could afford the cars without the tax credit. And to the tune, I believe it's now been calculated up to about $390 billion over the next decade. It's not needed. It's costly to the American taxpayer, and we need to move on for other forms of energy production.
Here's what Elon Musk said on Tesla's conference call earlier this year over the summer about the possibility of these credits going and what that would mean. He said, I guess there would be some impact, but I think it would be devastating for our competitors and for Tesla slightly, but long term, this actually helps Tesla. He's saying there, you saw the numbers for Rivian, that a company like Tesla could withstand that, but essentially suggesting maybe some in Detroit and others might not be able to withstand if those credits go.
Yeah, but the American taxpayer and the federal government is not in the business of picking winners and losers. It's in the pick of being good stewards of the taxpayer dollar. This was an absolute disastrous policy, as were many in the IRA, needs to be gotten rid of, and it will work itself out as to what, who's going to pick what, but that's up to the American public. That's up to vehicle competition.
Couple of headlines that caught my attention. South China Morning Post, and I know China you're constantly watching what's going on there.
Yeah.
BYD, that's the major electric vehicle maker, to sell the C-Line SUV in Europe in 2025 and sign extra tariffs are no big deal. Yeah. And today, BYD, that's the Chinese electric vehicle company, announced another plant in Hungary.
Right.
So what about the idea of, okay, if you're pulling back on EVs here, you're leaving it to China abroad?
And I think that's a fair consideration. That said, this does not have to be on the back of the American taxpayers, not to the tune of $390 billion. Look at who's purchasing those vehicles. I mean, hell, the average income now, median income for Americans is $55,000, $60,000. You're getting tax credits for single individuals or $150,000, married up to $300,000. Those individuals can afford these already.
Okay.
They don't need tax breaks from taxpayers.
Last Trump administration, it was going to repeal and replace Obamacare right off the bat. They didn't do that.
Yeah.
Rewrite the tax code. They did that.
Yeah.
You guys are going to try to rewrite the tax code.
Yeah.
Why should the American public believe that this isn't going to suffer the same fate as Obamacare?
Well, I don't think it will, which would be suffer the same fate.
Meaning that you guys will that Republicans will be able to go forward with tax reform. Repealing Obamacare failed in 2017 is my point. That's where it started off.
Yeah, well, if you look at the TCJA, what was done in 2017, it really saw its benefits in 2020, 2022. Those were the important things that gave American businesses reliability, security of moving towards the future. We really just want to codify it, make it permanent law. These things don't phase out. They helped American business, small, medium, large businesses tremendously. It's something that we need to put into permanency for the American public.
Let me leave you with this. You are a congressman, of course. You're also a doctor by trade.
I am.
And you saw the news today on RFK Jr.
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction? What would you say to the American public as a doctor and as a Republican member of the United States Congress?
I've been a practicing surgeon for 35 years. Our American system is broken, and it gets worse and worse and worse with all every single facet of American medicine taking off in wrong directions. It's okay for a disruptor to come in. You know, I look forward to working with him. Obviously, I've been doing this for a long time. I know where all the details lie. It'll be very interesting to see as he moves forward.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.